Well, here we have another rainy, stormy fall day. I've been chased in from the field once again, so I figure it's a good time to give y'all an update on X231 and those two castings that we hauled down to Iowa to be repaired. Senior did a Missouri trip about a week ago, got both those hauled home, so everything's in the shop, and I'll show you what the end result was. We'll start off with the steering bolster for X231, and if you guys have been following along with the project, you'll know this was the last 10X casting that was in dire need of repair on that project. And we had, of course, where this piece, you've seen it a million times by now, broke out above that snap ring groove. They went and replaced that material with brazing weld. This is actually what they recommended we do, because with proper adhesion, brazing is every bit as strong as the cast iron, and it takes less overall heat to do that repair. Two pluses in our book. They didn't want to have to pump any more heat into this than they absolutely had to, and you can see they cleaned it up pretty good. The whole exterior was just as clean as that when we brought it, or when we picked it up, but a trip back from Iowa in the humidity and the rain pretty much flash rusted the outside. No big deal. It still looks better than it was. So have a look in here. You can see where we got a little bit of flux left in there. No big deal, that'll clean right out. But they gave us plenty of surplus material in here to mill away and restore the factory contours. And they even did a pretty good job of texturing the outside to mimic the cast. I don't think we're gonna have to do anything with that at all. They kept all the lines, all the contours. We might have to do some surface finishing here to get it all 100%. But overall, very, very happy with that. And compared to the milling we had to do on X231's rear end housing, this is going to be pretty low key, pretty simple right here. So much material in there we can take out. I'm not worried about having any gaps, any voids. Basically, we just have to take this finish right here and mimic what the groove and what the bore looks like on this other side. So pretty simple, pretty straightforward. And if we can make all this work, we'll have this as yet one more wall hanger piece, kind of as a memory of X231, or maybe the reminder of a nightmare. We don't know. There's been a lot of nightmares on this so far, but anyway, nothing but happy with how that came back. And I don't know if you guys remember, but we also dropped the cylinder head off down there because it had a couple cracks in it. This is that 5-horse Monarch one-lungger engine that the old man has. I believe Senior did a video on that too. You guys saw this before, but another excellent repair. It was cracked out right here. They actually did a weld on this because this piece was easier to thoroughly preheat, and they finished that off pretty well. You get a little bit of flash rust, some surface patina on that. You're not even gonna know where that thing was fixed. The other weld was right here. Also did a very, very good job on that. They just went ahead and left the weld beads on the head gasket surface because we are plenty capable of milling this all out, smoothing those back out, making sure it's all flat. That's not going to be any big deal there at all. And I see, looks like they also did a little bit of work around that valve guide, and we were not aware of any cracks in here, but they were going to magnaflux this, give it a good check, and they must have found something in there that they had repaired as well. So between both of those pieces, we're pretty happy with it. Now, just for your guys' information, you know, guys have asked me before, what does it cost to have work like this done? Well, you know, it takes money for quality repairs. This cylinder head was around $400 for what they did, but like I say, it came back almost perfect. This was about $600 for this. So the two of these together combined to about $1,000. Now, that's kind of a chunk of money, but we can't do that type of work on our own, and it had to be something that was going to come out to be quality and that we could trust. And based on their track record with the work they did on X231's rear end, we weren't nervous about it at all. We know every time we've ever brought anything down there, it's always came back in excellent condition. The workmanship is awesome. It's Midwest Cylinder Head in Nevada, Iowa. Recommend those guys anytime. They're very good at rebuilds. They're very good at welding. They have the expertise, they have the equipment, and they can do the things that we just cannot. So money well spent in my book. Anyway, we're loading the shop up here with plenty of wintertime projects. I want to get back on 5J1113, that D2. I want to get back on X231. We're just about done. We're in fall right now. We're racing winter. We're racing the snow right now, trying to get all the last projects done outside so that we can get in the shop here. And with the projects we've been lining up already, it's going to be another busy winter, so stay tuned for that. Guys, as always, thanks for watching, and I hope to catch you back again. I just about made it through without messing up. It got me right at the end. Anyway, thanks guys.